there! Welcome to NEBA and to our new employee orientation video series. My name is Rashonda Farelli. Feel free to call me Ro, and I am the Employee Enrichment Coordinator working in NEBA's Human Resources Department. So today I'm excited to share with you this video series that talks about NEBA as a company, who we are in the community, how we're structured internally, as well as employee enrichment opportunities that you're going to want to take advantage of. In addition, we're going to talk about what you can expect from NEBA as your new employer, and in turn, what we expect from you as an employee. So, if you don't have a pen and paper handy, make sure you have that. Get comfortable. The presentation's going to take about an hour to complete for all videos, and let's get started. In this first presentation, I want to review with you a little bit about NEBA as a company. I'll talk about where all of our offices are located and who the owners are, as well as the corporate officers. I'm also going to share with you some general office etiquette to take note of. So who is NEBA? NEBA stands for National Employee Benefits Administrators, Inc. NEBA is a third-party administrator, also known as a TPA, that specializes in administering benefit plans that cover employees working under collective bargaining agreements, also known as CBAs. NEBA has been in business since July 1st of 1994 and employs approximately 115 union members of United Food and Commercial Workers Local Union 1625. We have 7 office locations. On the top, you'll see that we have 4 on-site client locations. We have an office in Lakeland, Florida for UFCW Local 1625. We have an office in Atlanta, Georgia for Plumbers and Pipefitters Local 72, another office in Atlanta, Georgia for IBEW Local 613, and then an office in West Palm Beach, Florida for Plumbers and Pipefitters Local 630. We also have 3 independent office locations, and in Pembroke Pines, that's our corporate headquarters. Then in Jacksonville, Florida, we have an office and a 3rd office in Atlanta, Georgia. Just to show with you some pictures of our offices, on the top we have our Pembroke Pines headquarters office. The bottom right is Jacksonville, and then our office in Atlanta. For our on-site client office locations, we have the Plumbers and Pipefitters building for Local 630 in the top left, IBEW 613. Bottom left is Local 1625, and then Plumbers and Pipefitters Local 72. NEBA is owned by Karen and Brian Peters. You see them right here with their son, Matt, who also works for the company. So we are a family-owned company. NEBA was incorporated in July of 1994, as previously mentioned, by the original owners, John and Carol Day. In April of 2017, Brian and Karen Peters purchased NEBA from Carol Day. The board of directors are Dave Barry, who is the director, Brian Peters, CPA, who is the chairman, Eric Peters as the secretary, Karen Peters, the director, their son Matt Peters as a director, and Kristen Spar as a director. I'd like to point out that our board of directors are all family members. As mentioned, we're a family-owned company. So we have Dave Barry, who is a brother of Karen and Kristen, and Brian, who's obviously married to Karen, and then his brother Eric, and then Karen and Brian's son Matthew. So yeah, we got a nice big family there. Our corporate officers, we'll start with Karen, who's the president and CEO, Brian, who is the executive vice president and CFO, Elizabeth Bush, who's vice president of retirement plan operations, Scott Dwell, who is in the Jacksonville office, he's vice president, Nicole Firestone is vice president of health plan operations, Rebecca Sheridan is vice president of operations. We have Matt Duche, assistant vice president in Atlanta, Eric Peters, assistant vice president, Lorraine Redshaw, assistant vice president in Jacksonville, and Kristen Spar, who is also an assistant vice president. For NEBA Human Resources Department, we have Betty Dominguez, who is the HR manager, and then we have myself, Rashonda Farelli, as the Employee Enrichment Coordinator. General Office Procedures and Etiquette. Our working hours are Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. But I will say that we have some employees who might be working part-time. Occasionally we have students who are working and are only here a few days of the week. So you might see people here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or coming in late on certain days. It's because we've worked out an arrangement with those employees. So all we expect from you is that you adhere to the established working hours that were agreed upon when you started working here. Dress code. Our office dress code is business casual. Business casual dress code is intended to make all employees feel comfortable while fostering a professional atmosphere. Employees should strive to look neat, professional, and presentable. We understand that clothing choices are subjective and all may not agree on what looks modest, revealing, or professional. So we've provided some basic guidelines for you here, but they are not all-encompassing. Therefore, we ask for your cooperation and support for our dress code enforcement efforts. Dress code general guidelines for dues. So clothing should be clean and unwrinkled, it should be modest, skirts and dresses should be no more than 3 inches above the knee, sleeveless tops should not be worn without outerwear, and clothing should be neat. Pretty simple. General guidelines for dress code don'ts. Athletic wear should not be worn. This includes athletic pants, sweats, tracksuits, etc. Graphic t-shirts should also not be worn. Revealing clothing should not be worn. This is including midriff or back-bearing tops, no flip-flops, and clothes should be free from large holes, large tears, or unfinished edges. Third-party administration. What is a TPA? A third-party administrator, also known as a TPA, is an organization that performs administrative services, commonly in the field of employee benefits in accordance with a service agreement. Clients. Who are NEBA's clients? Our clients are located throughout the United States and across many different industries and trades. 100% of our business is administering Taft-Hartley benefit plans. Union trades and industries that we serve are United Food and Commercial Workers, air conditioning mechanics and service technicians, heat and frost insulators, hotel and restaurant employees, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, iron workers, longshoremen, plumbers and pipe fitters and steam fitters, and sheet metal workers. What kind of benefit plans does NEBA administer? A representation of the diversity in plans that TPAs administer can be seen in the different plan types that NEBA administers. So we administer apprenticeship trust funds, defined benefit retirement plans, defined contribution retirement plans, education trust funds, scholarship plans, vacation plans, and health and welfare plans. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to send me an instant message or an email, and I will make sure to answer any questions that you have. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I will see you soon for the next one.